When you have a Prime Minister trying to rewrite history by claiming this,
Nadhim Zahawi, I asked the independent advisor to get to the bottom of it and to provide me with the facts. And then on the basis of the facts, which he did relatively quickly over the course of last week, I was able to make a very quick decision that it was no longer appropriate for Nadhim Zahawi to continue in government, and that's why he's no longer there.
When he dismissed the allegation as dealt with the week before, and then having his NHS plans based on hope
Of an impact, I think hopefully, fingers crossed, when the numbers come out for January, you'll see that things are already starting to improve.
It's clear that no senior government official wants to come out for the morning TV round. Therefore, it falls to a government minister to take the beating for the weak Prime Minister and his inability to control his government. I kind of felt sorry for her. I mean, it soon passed when she couldn't offer up any Brexit benefit other than a vaccines lie.
3 years ago, later this week, the UK actually left the EU. What's been the biggest achievement in that time?
So, as you say, I did vote Remain in the referendum, but both completely accepted the result of the referendum and actually also see the opportunities for the country as a result of Brexit and the different path that we can take. What have you achieved in the first 3 years? What opportunities? I mean, actually, one thing that you can point to is our vaccination programme during the pandemic, where we were able to go further and faster and led Europe, if not the world, on our pace of vaccinating people, which protected many, many thousands, millions of people from COVID. So that's an example of the sort of thing that we can do differently, go faster and better as a country independent of the European Union. Had there not been a virus that claimed scores of thousands of lives, there wouldn't have been much else to hang the hat on, would there, for leaving? Noting you again you were a Remainer. You asked me for an example, and that was an example.
Or when she got annoyed about being asked questions. I mean, how dare they not talk about what she wants to talk about?
We can talk about this more. I will just say that I've come here to talk about something that I know that people really care about,
I do the interview,
which is about
you answer the questions.
Yes, of course, but I'm very keen to make sure that
this is what my viewers want to know about, and I'll ask the questions in the order that I see fit, if you don't mind.
And so here's a few more.
As far back as last July, a red flag was raised by officials over his financial affairs. Cabinet Office Proprietary and Ethics team is said to have alerted Boris Johnson. So if Boris Johnson knew, why would this Prime Minister not have known?
So this is one of the things that the independent ethics advisor set out in his report, that there were opportunities that Nadhim Zahawi could have been more transparent about his affairs.
There were opportunities for the Prime Minister to have known what was going on before the ethics advisor had to look at
these. This wasn't declared by Nadhim Zahawi in that process.
No,
so
but
you would have
Cabinet
expected him to have declared it.
But the Cabinet Office knew.
So the Prime Minister was not informed of these things. You would have expected Nadhim Zahawi to declare it in the process.
In the Cabinet Office as saying, whoa, you need to look at this guy's finances, and that isn't passed on to this present Prime Minister.
I'm not going to give you a different answer from what I just said, because what I've explained is what the Prime Minister knew, and as I said, was set out in the report yesterday. I am here to talk about the NHS.
And I will talk about that
and the thing that people really care about.
I have 8 minutes with you, and as I said, I'll decide how we conduct this interview, if you don't mind.
As well as clearly leaving the space in hospital for those who need to be there.
My question was, with 130,000 vacancies in the NHS, do you have the staff to look after the people in those extra beds or to be on those ambulances? You have a vacancy rate of nurses, 47,000 nurse vacancies. That's the highest number on record.
So yes, when we say that there's going to be 5,000 more beds, that's staff beds, and 800 new ambulances, and that's staffed ambulances.
Where are you bringing up these staff from with 47,000 nurse vacancies?
The staff is what matters. The staff are the people who care for you. And so what we're doing is recruiting more doctors, nurses and other health professionals to the NHS all the time. One reason why we've got vacancies is because we're expanding the services and recruiting more. We're on track to have 50,000.
What did you just say? One of the reasons you've got vacancies is because you're recruiting more? It was after that he then realised that everything wasn't resolved and he has to ask someone else to investigate it for him.
And if you want to see more car crash interviews, you want to check this playlist that's right here on screen now. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.